Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 1. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg and Mike Fratello. On the sideline, David Aldridge. Taking a look at Orlando. Here we go, Mike, the start of the final. It's a huge Game 1. Mike, for you, how important is a good start to this series?
It's huge, because a lot of times we'll see the underdog steal this Game 1, and it proves to be the difference in who ends up advancing.
Here are the Magic now, after the basket by Los Angeles. Here's Francis, and the shot goes in.
Really good way to start the game. That's where you'd like to get your shots from.
Here's World Peace, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Lakers shooting their first free throws of the evening. First free throw is good. Los Angeles making a switch here. Rose is checked in. Both shots good from the stripe.
This is what makes him tough. A big guy who can knock him down from the stripe.
Outside, World Peace. Fires from the corner. Webber pulls it in.
You don't get a lot of those chances. He's going to want that shot back.
Webber a screen. 16 feet away. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. Francis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Clearly, he's found his rhythm early in this one, looking to score whenever he can, whenever he has.
And this team encourages him to be active on offense, because they understand how dangerous he can be.
Here's Francis, following the bucket by the Lakers. Here's O'Neal. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, that's an easy, effortless make right at the rim.
Yeah, you know this. You usually get only looks like this in the layup line. The defense has to make it harder on him right there.
Now, here is World Peace. 6 points for him. Here's Francis. Now, Webber. 5 to shoot. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Lakers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Shoots from the line, and it's sent back by O'Neal. Throw down the sledgehammer!
No, he didn't. No, he didn't do that. Nice effort getting up the court and finishing the play.
Now, here is World Peace. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Yes, that goes in.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And so now, a timeout called by Brad Nelson. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Los Angeles trails by 4. Fires from deep. Francis grabs the board. Into the lane, and he goes in for the dunk.
2 hands for safety and surety.
You bet, Clark. Nothing left to chance.
Don't give him any chance to climb back into it.
It's tipped, and the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Here's Francis. 10 points for him.
Whoa! Big time!
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Trying to extend this lead. Actually, they're doing more than trying because the lead is growing.
This is a key part of the game. They're trying to get some breathing room.
Here's Francis. 12 points for him. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. World Peace, the Vasta magician. They could use a bucket. World Peace, good. World Peace has got 9.
You do not want to let him get in a rhythm from out there.
Knocks it loose. Francis grabs the board. Francis has got 4 rebounds in this game. No good with the layup. Los Angeles trails by 5. Stolen by Webber. Here's O'Neal. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. This team has been cruising through these playoffs. Just one loss so far.
Nice mix of power and athleticism on that slam.
Here's Francis.
Applying some pressure with the full court defense.
Going with the most grueling kind of D possible. They're looking to make something happen out there. They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And so now, a timeout called by Brad Nelson. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And we've got a lineup change for the Lakers. Los Angeles trails by 5. Pass to Leitner. Here's Phenom. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Francis passes to O'Neal, and the layup's good off the glass. O'Neal's got his second bucket of the night.
That is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feed.
Los Angeles is gone. Just 1 of 4 from three-point range in the first.
That's what this team needs right now.
You're right. Cutting the deficit with the one-handed flush.
Maybe that can give them a little spark.
And stolen by Malone. Looking for Henson. He gets it there. And another basket for the Lakers.
He's good for an assist here and there. Malone finds his man this time.
Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
Orlando ball.
.131 left here in the opening quarter. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
A devastating punch. They can't afford to give up a dunk like this when they're trying to come back.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there was a statement behind that dunk. One that says, you aren't going to come back in this one, buddy.
Yeah, that has to shake their confidence in their defense. Tough blow.
Here's Francis. He's got 16.
That's called protecting the rim, folks. What a play.
Again, Los Angeles.
Hey, it's typically a positive for this offense when he's assertive and looking to score.
Here's Weber. Takes it off the glass. And the Magic lead by 5.
Gets the defender to sell out on the pump fake, then flips it in.
Here's Phenom. And that one comes up a bit short.
Really tough to see a quality look like that go to waste. Just couldn't quite finish the job.
Just a tough break, especially because opportunities that good don't often come along.
Dunking, no problem for him.
A high riser for sure.
And he looks to stuff it.
As he often does, he gets to the rim. But that's just stellar defense.
Yep, it counts.
Offensively, they've clearly and far and away been the more efficient team.
Yeah, the offense is running smoothly, and it's only the first half, but they've looked more prepared for this matchup.
And so it's the Orlando Magic, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
Getting downhill has really been impressive to me, not settling from the outside. They're going right to the rack.
Another thing they're doing well early on tonight is moving the ball. Playing selfless basketball, getting involved on the offensive plays.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
LA ball. Into the lineup for the Magic. Number 18, Charles Boyd.
Pass the Magician. Lakers working the ball around now. He had a nice open look right there. He has 7.
Excellent distribution. That possession highlighting how important unselfishness is.
Magic leading by 6. Here's Boyd. O'Neal on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Boyd. Over world peace. Boyd can't get it to go. And Los Angeles guys shooting in this game, 45%. The layup missed.
Boy, the defense just smothered that one.
Draped all over him. Outstanding effort to contest without fouling.
Here's Francis. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal. Francis has got 20.
And he has been dialed in since the tip with his shot. Great output from him so far.
Goes up on the wing, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Boyd. No scoring in this one. A 3-ball. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
You could see he was prepared to fire the moment he caught the ball.
And so now a timeout called by Brad Nelson. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Los Angeles trails by 9. Here's Rose. Tries to save it, and out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. The Magic making a switch here. Boone's checked in. And Weber's got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Pass to O'Neal. Deflects the pass, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
Excellent anticipation there on the defensive end. Almost got the steal.
Yeah, can't be loose with the ball around him.
Here's O'Neal. Rebound by Williams.
And the defense wasn't horrible, but still, he's got to come through there. There wasn't enough resistance to prevent him from scoring that one. And if you give him space like that in the mid-range, he won't hesitate to let it fly.
Here's Francis.
You know, he appears to be pretty locked in offensively. Not having much trouble at all finding his shots.
Magician passes to World Peace. Rebound by the Magic. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
The next foul will put them in the penalty.
You have to be careful now. You don't want to give away free points at the line.
Scotty's checked in for Orlando.
Number 3, Dennis Scott.
Here's Francis. 22 points for him. Shoots from 12. Rebounded by Coleman. Here's World Peace. That doesn't go either for World Peace. Orlando leading by 9. Here's Francis. Fires the 3. It's good from long range.
I like that they're putting in the work, trying to build this lead out.
Because in the NBA, no lead is safe.
He forced the contact and almost converted the basket.
About as close to an and one as you can get.
And World Peace drops them both.
He can do so much damage from the line. The defense has to be more careful around him.
Here's Francis. Over to the left wing. 6 to shoot. Got it. Good job in the low post. Francis has got the lead up to 12 now for Orlando. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter. So World Peace, good.
He has been in some kind of groove here lately, really cooking on the offensive end.
Yep, this is exactly what we saw from him in their last game. Lots of confidence.
Terrific focus to get to the basket there.
Surprised they left him that much of a lane to work with.
And so now a timeout called by Brad Nelson. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Los Angeles trails by 12. Baseline try. Scott pulls it in.
You know, he's taking shot after shot after shot, but still can't break out of this cold streak.
At this point, it's all mental. He's in his own head, not letting the shots come naturally.
Orlando's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Francis passes to Boone. And here's Weber. And Weber throws it down.
Aggressive, confident, and then very explosive.
Very. The statement finish. Just one of the things he's known for.
And his teammates are loving it.
2 minutes.
And it's blocked.
Just no chance on the shot. That was top-notch defending.
And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. We've got 1:48 left in the first half. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
Magic ball.
Orlando leading by 12. Francis passes to Weber, and Weber throws it down.
Well, I tell you, his vision has been outstanding in this one, finding many opportunities to create for his team.
This is how you run an offense, moving the ball and rewarding ready shooters.
Here's Phenom, and that one off the back of the rim and in. He's got 6.
Interesting use of the fadeaway, but hey, it worked.
Here's Francis, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Orlando shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. So Dwayne Casey decides to call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
All right, fans, let's give some applause for Bill from Los Angeles.
Ingram, he's checked in for Weber. The first one falls. He's perfect from the line this time. Los Angeles trails by 14. Here's Phenom. Francis grabs the board. Francis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Lays it up and banks it in. Francis has got 12 now in this quarter.
He's been a big factor here in the first half, scoring in bunches.
Shoots. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Orlando leading by 14. And he lays it straight in. Francis has got 32 points.
Got it in close, and that just about always helps.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Some nights, nothing goes your way. They're trying to compete, but they've been outclassed.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Ingram. It's hauled in by Malone. Lakers have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter. A nice efficient 50%. Here's Boone. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Terrific balance. Gets knocked around and hits it anyway.
He knew he had the foul. Figured out a way to get the shot off, and it went in.
12 seconds left to play in the first half. Picked off in midair. Here's Boone, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Orlando taking a 19-point lead into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Los Angeles trails by 19. And it's world peace missing. Here's Francis. Lets it go from the wing. Jump shot is good. Francis has got the first basket of the second half here for Orlando. Here's world peace. Rejected by Ingram.
As a coach, you love seeing plays like that, denying your opponent in the painted area.
Francis passes to Ingram. It's blocked.
Coleman, great length. The wingspan of a Condor really excels at reaching out and turning shots away.
Boone, covered by world peace. Rebound by Rose.
Great shooters rarely miss open looks like that.
Can't bank on that moving forward. They need to cover better from here on out.
World peace, good.
That's how it's done. Getting down and dirty inside, good result.
just over a minute and a half played here in the third. The steal. On the wing. That doesn't go either for world peace. Magic leading by 19 points. And so Orlando again turning it over. For Los Angeles, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. It's tipped. And he drops in the layup off the glass. World Peace has got 4 points now in the quarter.
You look at him here, it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
Well, that might be fair, but I wouldn't want to take away from what he did in that last game. I mean, let's just say it's a pretty nice run he's on, no matter how you decide to frame it up. Hey, if you lack rim protection, you will be taken advantage of. That's great defense. Good hustle right there. I love that effort. Just a little late in the act.
And so now a timeout called by Brad Nelson. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Webb's checked in for the Lakers. Webber, he's checked in for the Magic. Los Angeles trails by 19. Here's Magician. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Great job using different gears there. Stops short and is able to knock down the pull-up.
Takes it inside. Webber, and Webber throws it down.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Priority and goal number one has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
He got the space he needed, and with his shot, that's going in more often than not.
Magic leading by 16. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Just 5 to shoot. Here's O'Neal. Oh, the jam by O'Neal!
Can you guys believe it? Oh, my goodness!
Oh, Clark, that was special.
Not sure the next time we'll see one like that.
It's his first trip to the line.
Boy, unique is what Coleman is. Derek Coleman, a big man who can really shoot it, can play inside. He is a real matchup problem for the defense.
Francis passes to Webber, and Webber throws it down.
Can you believe that? Human highlight reel.
Los Angeles trails by 18. Here's Francis. He's got 34. And it's the Lakers on the break. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Webb's got 6 points in the quarter. Orlando leading by 15. Pulls it from the elbow. Again, Los Angeles.
And, you know, the one thing that stood out tonight is his scoring. He's kept attacking even as they've been trailing.
And here they come. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
Ball goes to Orlando. Substitution on the court.
The Magic have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Here's O'Neal. It's picked off. Basket counts. 9 points in the game so far.
Nothing like setting someone up. Feels better than making a shot. To me, at least.
Ball stolen. The 3. Orlando grabs the miss. O'Neal's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Francis. He's guarded by Ellis. And that one's good, Francis. Francis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
He could have walked to the basket.
Here's Phenom. Francis grabs the board. Francis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Count the basket. Francis has got 38 points.
You see why they lean on him night in and night out.
Los Angeles trails by 15. Fires away from way outside.
And we see more and more players possess this kind of range.
He didn't get it to go, but you love to see the confidence from him there.
They've gotten out to a big lead because of superior play on both ends.
No better way to do it. It's much easier to win games when you own both sides of the floor.
Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. It's rebounded by O'Neal.
Normally, he makes those shots, but he's having an off night.
And stolen by Malone. And they're on the break. Doesn't go that time. Magic leading by 18. Francis passes to O'Neal. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. O'Neal's got 8 points.
Continuing to expand and grow their lead, much to the dismay of this crowd.
Never fun to see your home team losing control of the game. But this offense is just taking charge.
Shot, high post. With one up, and it is good! The buzzer! Wow!
He was doing whatever he wanted to out there. I love how he closed out this quarter.
The D looking helpless to stop him. He's running all over them.
And so it's Orlando, cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back to the action in just a minute. Quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Lakers shooting about 42% so far, and it's world peace missing.
That might as well be a layup if you give him that much space.
You have to do a better job of taking away space from him, especially when he's lining up with a three.
Shoots, got a hand on it.
Tremendous timing on that block. Fantastic defense.
He's out of bounds. Last touch by O'Neal. The Magic making a switch here. Ingram's checked in.
Number 14, Ingram.
Shot clock at 5. Driving to the basket. World peace. Good. It's deflected. Stolen by Rose. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Well, they looked okay with him taking that shot from mid-range, and he didn't do anything to change their mind.
Now that's how you capitalize on the fast break chance.
Yeah, points can be hard to come by in this league, so you'll welcome any chance at an easy bucket.
Magic leading by 18. Rose with the double team. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. It's stolen by Rose. Outside, world peace. Lobs it up there for Ingram. Wide open. Orlando's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Knocks down the 3-ball.
This is what coach wants to see. Moving the ball to where the coverage is weakest.
So Dwayne Casey decides to call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Los Angeles making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Dwayne Casey just going over the game plan with his team down the stretch. He reminded his team, we're up. All the pressure is on them. Let's just keep playing our game. Makes sense because they've got a nice lead late in this game. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes to it right now.
Little breakdown there defensively.
Oh,
Made
yeah.
him pay.
Absolutely, Clark. Point guard throwing it down on him and doing it with authority.
Yeah, you got to have better rim protection than that.
Here's world peace, and it's blocked.
Good idea to attack the rim, but stellar defense denies him in the paint.
Williams with the steal. And here again, Los Angeles in transition. Up the court they go. Coleman, the pass to world peace. Stolen by O'Neal. Stolen by world peace. And now Rose running the floor all by himself.
The floater, always a hard shot to contest.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Pass to O'Neal. Rebounded by Coleman. Here are the Lakers. They've got a 13-2 run going. Magician trying to break that ice-cold streak. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from World Peace. And it's the Magic with the ball. Out to the right wing. Here's Francis. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. Takes the 12-footer and hits. And the Magic lead by 11.
Fantastic look. That was a great trip down the floor.
Lakers have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%. Pass to O'Neal. Williams with the steal. Here's World Peace. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
They're closing the gap, making it interesting down the stretch.
Yeah, they really bore down. The momentum completely shifted. We've got a tight one here in the final period.
So Dwayne Casey decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Scotty's check in for Orlando. Magic leading by 9. With the drive. And stolen by Scott. Here's Francis. He's covered by Rose. It's blocked.
That's how to make a stand. Some determined defense inside.
And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go.
They've worked really hard to pull themselves back into this one, but there's still more work to be done.
Let's hope they didn't use all their energy fighting to claw back into it, because they got to find a way to grab the lead.
So Dwayne Casey decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Magic leading by 7. Here he goes. Here's Francis. Oh, what a move!
He's been doing everything, hitting the boards. Big time game for him.
Well, you just don't see that many triple-doubles. Shows you his level of effort and activity. Get this man the ball anywhere near the rim. He knows what to do.
LA's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
Nice job, and even better positioning defensively. Blocks like this really get him going.
And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. Three. Good.
Well, they have been raining threes here in the second half.
And when a team is locked in like this from outside, they become hard to beat.
So Dwayne Casey decides to call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. .133 left in the fourth quarter. Nice use of the glass on the finish. Los Angeles trails by 8. Oh, what a play inside.
He added some style to that one. I think he should get some bonus points for that.
Oh, yeah, he was definitely making a show of it.
When you get the chance for a jam like that, you have to take it.
And so now, a timeout called by Brad Nelson. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Number 50, Theon.
Beyond the arc, O'Neal there for the rebound.
It pains me to say it, but he's hurting his team right now. Apparently, he still has the green light because he's jacking it up.
Strong move off the glass.
Get the ball in close. Get your points that way. That's doing good business.
Nabbing another steal.
His unbelievable run of steals continues, now tied for the most ever in a playoff game.
And you can't call it carelessness by the offense at this point. His activity level has forced the issue.
What a way for them to finish the game, closing it out with some terrific play.
We've seen too many games slip away late. They did a great job of putting this one to bed.
Puts up a three. Can't get it.
He has literally controlled the defensive glass all night.
Limiting those second chance opportunities.
And they were all business tonight, all about the work. Came in here and took care of business.
They had the right attitude and approach needed to get a tough road win.
Boy, giving up the body to make a play right there, that's really good defense.
He read that to a T. Got there early and braced himself for the hit.
Alva Francis. First personal foul, first team foul.
From deep, O'Neal there for the rebound. Another bucket. Wow.
Assisted by O'Neal.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. Knocked loose. Stolen by World Peace. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. So that's a wrap for the first game of the NBA Finals. For our terrific reporter David Aldridge, along with Clark Kellogg and Mike Fratello, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in tonight. So long, everyone.